Psyche was a mortal woman in Greek mythology. She was the wife of Eros and mother of Hedone. She is always pictured with butterfly wings, and today Psyche is known from a story called The Golden Ass, written by Lucius Appuleius in the 2nd century. Enjoy the story of this mortal and how she overcomes difficult obstacles in her life. Psyche was not always a goddess. She was the daughter of a king and a queen. When she grew up, she was very beautiful and graceful. She was now compared to Aphrodite, and all the gods and men that once worshipped Aphrodite now worshipped her, which made Aphrodite very jealous. She was so jealous that she sent her son Euros to make Psyche fall in love with the ugliest man in the world by using a bow and arrow. After he left his mother, Euros was determined to complete her request. Once he found Psyche all alone, he attempted to shoot her with the bow and arrow, but by accident shot himself instead, causing him to fall in love with the girl. Explosion! Acting quickly, Euros decided to hide his identity. As soon as Euros finished concealing himself, he approached Psyche and took her by the hand. He had decided to take her to a secret place where they could be alone, but he would never share his identity with her. Once Psyche's sisters, Arula and Thessala, found out about their sister's relationship, they began to speak of how their sister's husband could be a monster. Since they were very jealous once they saw their sister, they began to tell her the bad news. Psyche, not knowing what to do, began to cry and wanted to find out the identity of her husband. When Psyche returned home, she decided to check the identity of her husband. She saw it was Euros and was ecstatic, but Euros was furious because there can be no love without any trust. He didn't want his wife to know who he was, so he decided to run away and abandon her. Psyche began to cry. After this occurred, Psyche decided she would go on a mission. She would look everywhere for her husband and would not stop until she had him back. As she was looking, she ran into her husband's mother for the first time, Aphrodite. Aphrodite gave her 4 challenges. These challenges scared Psyche, but she decided it was the best for her to get her husband back, and she must follow through with them until she found him. When Psyche was on Aphrodite's last challenge, she realized she had to go talk to Persephone, the queen of the underworld. When she did so, Persephone handed her a box and warned her not to open it, because what remained inside had to be kept a secret. When Psyche was traveling back to the mortal world, she decided that she would open the box. What laid inside was sleep, and Psyche went into a deep slumber. When Euros hears of Psyche's quest, he goes looking for her, and once he finds her in a deep sleep, he becomes very emotional. After Euros stops crying, he decides to go talk to Zeus about his problem, and ask him to wake up Psyche from her deep sleep and make her immortal, so that she can be his bride. Zeus, once he hears of Euros' problem, decides to help him. He descends and finds Psyche in her deep sleep. He wakes her up, and when he does, he makes her immortal. Once Psyche awakens, she is confused because she is no longer mortal. She gets up and realizes that what Zeus did made her immortal and she can finally be with Euros without any problems. As soon as the two are reunited, Euros and Psyche get married right away. Everybody is happy for them because they know they've been trying to make everything work out for a long time. Aphrodite gives her blessing because Psyche's immortality means she can't have the same attention from mortal men and there is no more competition. Later on, the couple has a daughter named Hedone, and Psyche is depicted in ancient mosaics as a butterfly-winged goddess in the company of Eros.